It's your boy Hype bringing you another weekly Nightfall strike on the Animal Instincts gaming channel, and this is the Devil's Lair going up against Sepiks Prime. Everyone's first strike, and we're going in solo as usual, so if I can get it done, you guys can get it done. Now let's see what we got coming up right here for this week's Nightfall. We have epic, highly shielded, and highly aggressive. Enemies appear in great numbers as usual. We have Nightfall. If you die, you're done. All players die. Your fire team is returned to orbit. This week's damage of choice, we have one. Arc Burn. Arc Burn from any source is greatly increased. And we have Light Switch. Don't get knifed, bitch. Minions of the Darkness deal much more melee damage. And last but not least, Angry. Minions of the Darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. So let's move on here, and we're going to show you who and what we're going to go in there with. And we're going to go in there with the Titan this time around, guys. It's been a while, so I figured why not. I'll run through there with my Titan, and I already had some of the weapons and stuff on them anyway. So there's the Titan. We're going in with the bubble. And also right here, guys, I don't know if some of you are aware or not, but I'm using the companion app to transfer over some weapons, which you'll see right there. Bringing in a Song of Ear, and I already transferred over my Patience in Time. So that's what we're going to go in with, and right there I'm just equipping it so you can see it. You don't even need to do nothing. You can do it right from the app on your smartphone or on your tablet. So there's the setup. We're going to go in with the Fatebringer, switching over right now as we speak to the Patience of Time, and we're going to go in with the Song of Iyut. Iyut, whatever the hell. That's such a strange word there. But that's the setup, and if you don't have that same exact setup, doesn't matter. Just go in with the best arc weapons that you have, and this should become a success for you. So there you go, right there. I was just checking, making sure that I had my weapons of light on the bubble, so we can do some increased damage and just really try and rip through this Nightfall. So here we go, right here, just speeding things up until we get to the first little area. And if you want, you know, you can do a power little speed run right through here and not fight this stuff, but this room's pretty easy to clear out, so I don't want a chance dying and starting off on a bad note right away at the first little area of enemies right there. But yeah, back to that companion app. I don't know how long it was like that, to where you could transfer to your vault and then weapons from your vault. I've known about it for a week now, and I gotta say, man, it's really useful. Saves a lot of unnecessary trips to the tower. And you know, sometimes, you know, it seems like you're just stuck flying, hovering over in the sky or whatever. I wouldn't really say it's the sky, but out there in space over Earth, looking at the clouds, and sometimes it seems like you're there for a long time. Well, not no more. And even those runs, you know, on the Crota's End, on the hard mode, when people are saying, I gotta make a trip back to the tower to get some heavy. Well, as long as you got it in your vault, you don't have to do that no more. You just transfer it right over. You can transfer anything from any character to your vault, and from your vault to another character, all while in the same game, man. That's pretty awesome. Saves a lot of time, and you know, it's cool. So here we go. After you've seen there, I deployed the ghost to activate. He's over there trying to hack the system to drop the laser, activated, protected door, whatever. And after you do that, you want to run over to the left where I'm at now. And then from here, this is pretty much where you're going to be for all three waves. And this is the most time-consuming part of this whole Nightfall. And but this is it. As long as you play it out like this, you'll be able to make it through here no problem, without a hitch. And I'm just going to play the whole first wave, and then I'll speed up the second and the third because it's just the same thing over and over again. But you also can use this train cart right here, whatever the hell this tanker, this thing that I'm on. Hop up on that, kill a couple more enemies, and then you can hop down behind it to get some cover. Now the main thing that's really going to damage you here is the snipers, so I always take them out in the beginning. And also any other enemy that's shooting, like these captains, they have these freaking magnetic rounds that just, they track you and they deal some massive damage. And the best way to get away from them is not to run backwards or jump. It's actually left to right. So keep that in mind. But you'll see a couple times, you know, I do get lit up from them things. So just be aware of that. Be cautious. And a lot of times these drag, after you're done killing just about everything else, there's still going to be a few drag, and they tend to hide. So you're just going to slowly make your way out, taking them down one by one, making sure, you know, that you actually did clear everything out on the left. Sometimes in the second and third wave, there will be a invisible sniper off to your left. So make sure you don't go running out with him still there. And also don't just hop up here on these drag, because as I said earlier, the light switch is activated, so don't get knifed, bitch. So after you cleared out those drag, you're going to want to run back, because then the skanks come out to play, and the skanks come in numbers. So head on back, take them out, and you see with the patience of time, they take 2 shots to take out. They have the solar shields on, but it's not really worth, you know, switching to anything. 2 shots, 3 shots with the Fate Bringer, so they really were not a problem. If you wanted to have a solar heavy on, may help you out a little bit, especially if you don't have a Fate Bringer or any other kind of fully upgraded arc weapon, which at this point you should. I have quite a few that I can choose from, but this is kind of my go-to setup for arc damage. So here we go. I think there's 1 skank left, and we're going to take that down, and then you'll see as soon as that next wave's about to activate, I head right on back down into this little hole right here before you head into the caves, and that's it. Like I said, this part's really the main thing about it is it's just time consuming, but it's not difficult if you play it this way. And towards the end of the video, make sure you stick around for that. We're going to have a random comment from last week's Nightfall. So stick around for that. That's going to be coming up at the end towards the battle going up against Sepiks. And there was the invisible guy that I was talking about earlier. He spawns in on the second and third wave. So make sure you don't really head out there. And if you stay back here, if you go a little bit more forward, enemies will kind of come after you a little bit. So make sure you don't go any further up than like halfway past that train cart that's on your left there. So this is the third wave. You get some hive that spawn in, a couple of wizards, some thrall come running out of that door to the right, so don't be too close to there, especially if you're ADS, because he'll just run right out and knife you, and you won't even know what the hell happened, and you'll have to start all the way over. And there's that invisible guy again. And then after that, I don't know what his name is, but there's going to be the main guy after another little wave of skanks come out after you kill enough drag. Here come the skanks. Take the skanks out. And then the final guy, the guy that you have to kill in order for the door to open up. Call it a door. It's not really much of a door, but for the lasers to clear. He spawns out after you take out the last little horde of skanks. And you'll see right there, look, I was out of ammo waiting for an ammo drop, so I didn't have to run out of there. And this is playing in fast speed, and look at how long it's taken to get that damn ammo. That's another thing, even ammo. If you got synthesis in your vault and you need some synth for heavy or special, whatever you got, right now you can just boom, right on the app from your tablet or your phone. Get what you need. So there we go. Everything's done there. And we're going to slow it down right here for the next little area, which this area, guys, it's really, really simple. You're just going to turn that corner, shoot the ones to the right first. Then those guys, they'll come running down the steps, take them out, and Captain, we're clear. So we're going to keep it moving here, speed things up, slow it down. Right about now, right when you come out towards the walker tank, you want to make a slight left and then hop up onto this roof straight ahead right here. And this is probably the fastest I have ever soloed the tank. It's not the fastest I've ever killed him, but it's the fastest I've ever soloed. And check this out. So we got the weapons of light. Shoot him a few times in that middle leg. Had to reload, so he's turning. That middle leg is no longer really an option, so I'm working on that front leg. Drop him down. Land as many shots as I can to his weak spot right there, and his whatever. I guess his helmet kind of drops down, and that's his brains. I don't know. But shooting him up there, land a good bit of shots right there. And then I'm going to hit this front leg up a few times. Up now, then I go back to the middle leg. Sorry, that was the front leg I hit. And then, pow. Done. Done. That was by far the fastest I've ever soloed that thing, man. So there you go. If you use that, if you have that patience of time, fully upgraded to 331. If you don't have weapons of light, it's probably going to take you a little bit longer, but not much. Not much at all. So after that, all I'm doing is just clearing out these enemies to the left. Now, at this point, I'm not in the darkness no more. So if I wanted to, or if you would like to, you can just speed run through this and make your way to Sepiks. I'm just killing these to try and get some special ammo. That's what I really want. So when I go in there, I want to try and take Sepiks down before the ship drop, which you'll see coming up, and I'll explain to you a little bit more about that. So I just wanted to get as much special as I could, and I was hoping coming up here to get some more. So right here, I almost get wrecked. Well, I do get wrecked, but I almost die. I punch him to get my force barrier shield up, and trying to take out a couple of enemies, and I just keep getting hit, man. These magnet rounds. Look, look. Oh, right there. I think I'm one shot, but I get hit again. I don't know how I was still alive at that point. I would have been pretty upset had I went down there. But anyways, that brings me to, it helped out a little bit. Because actually right here in this room, if you are in a jam, this is kind of like a safe spot right here. Nothing will rush you if you're in that room. Every now and then you may get an enemy down the bottom that'll kind of shoot in there, but you have really nothing to worry about in that room. Nothing spawns in that room. And for the most part, nothing will come after you. So keep that in mind if you're in a jam. So right there, we managed to get full ammo. Putting down the bubble. And this is where I like to fight Sepiks Prime. From underneath this, whatever you want to call it, balcony, ledge, deck. I don't know. But this is why I like to fight him. In between this patience of time and using that bubble, he gets wrecked too. And I'm just going to speed things up a little bit here. We'll get to the rewards. And coming up here, we're going to have a random comment. The random comment from last week's Nightfall. And remember, if you want to be featured in next week's Nightfall, simply just leave a comment on this video for a chance to be featured in the following. So here we are. We have one from Tyler. You made this Nightfall so easy. I always struggled with this one. Thanks a lot. And no problem. Thank you, Tyler. And I'm glad it could help. And he was referring to the Mars Nightfall strike. And I agree. In my opinion, that was until, the Omnigul one came out. That was one of the more difficult ones. And there's definitely ways to each Nightfall that can be done to make it a lot easier for you, and that's one of the reasons why I do this. So there you go. Sepiks Prime is done. And what do we got? Oh, we got the backup plans. Exotic gauntlets for the Titan. And they're pretty cool. They light up and whatnot, man. So I'll take it. I actually didn't have them, so that's another piece to the exotic gear right there. Another piece to the puzzle, or collection, I should say. That's going to about wrap it up for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if so, please leave a thumbs up. Helps the channel grow. And also, for a chance to be featured in next week's Nightfall, just simply leave a comment. Any random comment will be chosen and featured on next week's solo run. And if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to Animal Instincts Gaming. Got plenty of content coming your way. As always, thanks for watching, guys. Animals, it's your boy Hype. We out.